Hey everyone, I wanted to talk about laundry because it's something that we all have to do on a weekly basis, and we all have to pick what laundry detergents we want, whether it's liquid, it's the pods, or it's your traditional powder. I recently switched over from my liquid detergent to Norwex's laundry detergent, which I love, and I'll talk about that. But one thing I learned recently was that the average US household does 80 pounds of laundry a week, which is insane. It does make sense because I feel like I'm always doing laundry. But I looked into what really goes into, our ingredients of our traditional detergents. And most of our detergents are made from harmful chemicals. So we're washing our clothes, our family's clothes, in chemicals. And just to show you, I took my traditional detergent, mixed it with water, and this is what I've been washing our clothes in. It looks like mucky river water. What's in here, this is all the fillers. So fillers are added into your detergents to help get them cleaner. And there's a lot of things that go into here. One thing I wanted to share with you, I read a study that said a full 1/3 of all scented detergents contain at least one chemical that's been flagged by the EPA as potentially causing cancer. And the EPA is the Environmental Protection Agency. That's insane to me, that in some of our detergents, there's harmful ingredients to our health. Some of those ingredients include your optical brighteners, your bleach, as well as your fragrances. One thing about fragrances to think about, I know we all like to have fresh smelling laundry that makes us think it's clean, but when you add a fragrance, that fragrance can be one of 4,000 different chemicals. And oftentimes that one fragrance can contain like hundreds of different components, which is crazy. A lot of times if you look at the back of ingredients, it'll just say fragrance. We don't really know what's in that. And manufacturers, they don't have to list all of the ingredients because of trade protection. So I don't always know what's going into the things that I'm putting on my body. One thing about fragrances, it's usually the main cause, fragrances and perfumes, for allergic reactions. And they do contain harmful VOCs, which are volatile organic compounds. And those are a group of hazardous chemicals that evaporate at room temperature. So those fragrances that stay on our clothes are things that are absorbing into our skin, they're polluting the air, and then they're getting into our waterways. So just because it smells good doesn't mean that it's safe or that your clothes are clean. A lot of times, a lot of the things that are in detergents strip our clothes of the fabric. So you're gonna notice that your brights kind of fade over time. If you air dry some of your clothes, it'll get kind of stiff and crunchy. They'll be staticky, and then your whites are gonna fade. They're not gonna be as bright. One thing that these manufacturers do put into the detergents are something called optical brighteners, and that is a fluorescent substance that gives the effect of something being white. So it gives a whitening effect. So your clothes aren't actually whiter, a substance is on, and a lot of times that UV, the sunlight will make it appear that it is brighter than it really is. What I like about our detergent, it doesn't have any of those harmful chemicals. So there's no sulfates, there's no phosphates, there's no optical brighteners, no bleach, no chlorine, no fragrances, and perfumes and dyes. It's highly concentrated, so a little bit goes a long way. If you have a high efficiency washing machine, you have to use about a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon. I use about a teaspoon per load. And then if you have a standard efficiency washing machine, you will just use a tablespoon. So it goes a long way, and it's really versatile. You can sprinkle a little bit in a cup of water and clean your makeup brushes. You can also use about a half a teaspoon with 8 ounces of water and put it in a spray bottle, and you can use it as an all-purpose cleaner. So that's what I really like about it. And it's not heavy. This is my detergent, and it's like doing a workout, and I think it's about 16 pounds. I don't know what, now I know what goes in here. When I did the experiment in the mason jar with our laundry detergent, this is what my clothes are getting washed in now, which is, I like. I can see through it, it's clear, and you can see that there's soap in here because it's foamy on top. And when you talk about your microfiber cloths, this is the best thing. It's not going to strip the cloths of its fiber, so they're going to be effective, and you're not going to, you know, when you're using detergent sometimes as well, the traditional ones, a lot of times you will wash your detergent, you'll wash your clothes with towels. When you use your microfiber cloths with detergents, you just want to avoid using bleach, fabric softeners, and then you don't want to wash your microfiber cloths with high lint items like your towels. So that's just a side note. And lastly, just a little thing about fabric softeners and dryer sheets. Dryer sheets are one of the most chemically laden products in our home. I never knew this. I've been using dryer sheets my whole life, and I've now replaced them with our wool dryer balls. And just so you know, I don't have an example to show you, but if you have a dryer sheet, go pull it out and you're gonna feel that it's really waxy and slippery. Those are all the chemicals that are on that sheet. When you put it in the dryer and you wash your clothes and you take it out, you're gonna notice it's really soft like a tissue. All those chemicals are now all over your clothes, and then it's getting absorbed into your skin, which your skin is your largest organ on your body. So a lot of that stuff's just getting into our bodies and can cause a lot of, health issues. So these are great. They're 100% New Zealand wool. Wool is a sustainable resource, and because they're balls, they're going to naturally lift and separate your clothes. They're going to reduce static and wrinkles. And if you want to have a fresh scent, you can add a couple drops of pure essential oil if that's something that's important to you and having that smell that you like. And these three will last you about 1,000 loads or 3 years. So I use these, and I use the detergent, and of pretty much most of the products that we have, these are something I think everybody should have in their home. So I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, and hope you guys are doing well. Bye.